the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Holding, offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him a gain of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 11 now. Again, it's Mills.
His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, Mills.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, he completes it to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Jaguars at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 2nd and 11 now.
Mills, and that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And that is incomplete. Now Ryan Succop will come on and try the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Jonathan Greenard long in to pick up the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
On third down, here's Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Etienne.
And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Throwing, Mills. Again, it's Johnson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mills again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Lawrence on first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit. Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Mills now.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mills to throw it.
There again is Cooks, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st down, Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. That's underneath to Pierce.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
To throw, Mills.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin off. Let's take a look at the next gen stats for the Texans in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Third and 2, now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he will have a Jaguars first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. ETN once more. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. A nice little juke. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On third down, here's Etienne.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
On third down, Lawrence.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On 2nd and 9, Mills got a man and he hits him in stride. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he stopped immediately there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Mills throw complete there to Johnson.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Here's Mills.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
On 2nd and 9. Mills got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
A first down throw for Mills.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On third down, here's Mills. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Personal foul. Safety. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
So here's Mills and the Texans
trailing 10-3. Just over a minute 40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Mills back to throw.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Mills.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mills looking to throw it.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
Take some gambles?
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. That's complete to Pierce.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
First down, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Succop's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
brings up 3rd and 6.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
How about that? Their back's extremely against the wall. A huge play on 4th to stay alive.
I doubt that's exactly how they rehearsed it, but I will say this. They have gone over this situation. No team goes into a game without practicing overtime situations and the thought process that goes behind it. So they actually practice 4th down, have to pick up a first down in OT. What are we going to do? And it just paid off for them there.
Practice made perfect. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Complete to Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense set to regain possession. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down.
Mills.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's he's able to split the uprights. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is.